Brent is an amazing person.
Brent is really good at bringing people together. It's one of his amazing skills, the idea of relationship building.
People just outwardly would think of him as just being cool. It's deeper than that. It's like he's almost empathic in a way. He has a really amazing sensitivity to artists. He changed the course of my career in a really amazing way and has made my career like so much more enriching and fulfilling.
Brent is one of our community champions because he is working directly with our students through IRL, after school, and through the Tapas program that brings in over 30 artists into our schools. He's a great connector, mentoring a lot of these artists and working with the teachers and working with the partners.
I predominantly serve as a catalyst, an enthusiast, oftentimes collaborator, and convener of folks who might have a great idea and maybe can't see their way to how we might make it happen. Just before I got to Asheville, listening to our Teens project was going on. And as we all know, that project led to IRL, our after-school program at the middle school. There was an idea that came out of that group and that convening that we should look at possible integration of local artists into our school day. Leaf Schools and Streets took on the part of the performing, and my friend Ann Batchelder pushed me towards accepting an idea that I might be good at helping out with the visual arts side, which brought us to where we are now with Tapas. What was happening in our schools is we only had this small amount of money that could support a visiting artist inside of a public school. And then what we found as we were pulling from people all the way across the state, we were spending all of our budget on one person in a year. And we looked around and said, why can't we use our local artists to do this same sort of programming?
So both Roots and Wings and Brent separately were doing IRL programs. We got together and started thinking bigger. One of the largest, probably best examples of that would be the Hall Fletcher Elementary School mural that we were able to work on alongside the Hall Fletcher students and the middle schoolers from IRL and UNC Asheville students.
We had a very long residency, one of my longest residencies, in this school working with kids, making different parts of the mural.
I know that these projects make change. I know that they change our community because when I'm standing in a space and time when a community art project is happening, and I see the kids, and I see the teacher, I see the artist, and I see the difference in a school, and the beautification of a school, then I know we're making change.
For 7 years, Brent Skidmore has been making arts accessible to children during the school day and after school. He has been using his connections to ensure that we have a great Hall Fletcher mural, excellent Tapas programming for thousands of students, and he's served kids himself after school in IRL. We just wouldn't have the arts opportunities that we have without Brent.
When people look at all the work done with community members, if they could just sort of envision themselves there. We don't oftentimes have the volunteer we need, and we oftentimes have needs that are just not fulfilled. And if people could just know that there is actually something very special, and the special part is their unique gift that they could give to the Asheville City Schools.
I have this beautiful sense of I don't really own any of that. It's the communities, and it was the community that made it happen. And I just happened to be a little tiny part of it.